What's up, traders? Going 4 for 5 today. Not too shabby. Nice little bounce back day. Let's get to it. All right, traders, real quick. The gift card's in this one. Go find it. Here's the live trades. We're going to start THC here. 24.71. A little bit on the slower side. There is volume, but it is kind of going slow here, but can't deny this extension through 24. We look to get our first ad here through 25. And here, 25.12 is what we ended up with. We'll bring our average to 24.84. Looking for the ad through 25.50 here. There we go. This thing really slowed down. Get the ad there at 52. See if it wants to continue or if it will go ahead and start its descent. See if we can get through 25 here. All right, we're through 25. See if we can get down to 85 for 75%. $86. 85, we're on the bid. All right, there we go. Got our fill for 75%. Let's see if we can't get closer down to that 50 fib line. So we'll probably front run the $0.50 a little bit. See if we can't get down towards there. Put it at 57. There we go. Coming down, 62. 57, we're on the bid. Not quite. There we go, we're on the bid again. 10-cent spread. Coming down on the ask there, 65. Bid went through us. All right, and we got our fill there at 57. So nice little trade there on THC. So looking for AMD to kind of top out here. Was seeing if we could get that push to 50 and then come down and test the whole dollar of 60 again. This thing is very bullish. We already tried it once, took a loss on it. There was such a big wall sitting there at 60 that we knew that the squeeze was coming. You could tell. All right, we're going to look to get short here. Short it there. Got 24. Dipped on us as we bought it. Just looking for the 60 test. We'll put it out there at 03. See if we can get it. Just looking for that quick little flush, and then if it wants to continue either way, we're fine with it. Just looking for a little scalp here. The retest of the whole dollar there. We're coming down. See if we can't get down through 10. There we go. 07, 06, 05, 04. So close. 1 cent away. 6, 5, 4, 3. We're on the bid. We're just going to take it there. I don't want to risk this popping up just like it is there. We ended up getting 05, so missed out on 2 cents, but it just did not feel like it wanted to give us that push down towards 60. Let's see. Just check it and see if it does here. 07, 05, 04. 04, 03, 02. Okay, so we would have got our fill there at 03, but again, I felt like we read that right. As you can tell, we did read it right. It decided to pop back up, but it was just a little relief bounce before it decided to come down here and test 60 again, and it went right through 60. So probably could have held on a little bit longer, but again, we were just looking for that quick little scalp for the retest of 60. And to be completely honest, with the news this thing has, it might be looking to continue for the rest of the day. So we'll see what it does. All right, traders, that was my trades on AMD and THC. So we also got trades on CAKE and AUDC. I didn't have those up on my main chart, and I didn't put the full screen up. And to be completely honest, it's because the kids were just being bad this morning. I had to take breaks from the stream. Thankfully, the wife kind of stepped in, and while I was trading, for the most part, at least the trades you saw, the kids weren't there. They were upstairs kind of doing their own thing. You could hear the oldest behind me most of the time, but yeah. So let's go over the trades here in order. Our first trade was that one you saw on THC. This was a nice one. Pretty much just looking for that extension. We had previous resistance all the way down here under 24. We were looking for that with the first entry. Obviously, it wasn't done yet, so we ended up getting our 2 ads, and this thing came down and gave us a nice little flush and took profit right around the 50 fib as well as VWAP. While we were in THC, we were in AUDC as well. This one ended up being a little bit of a grinder. The volume wasn't that great. Didn't really wait for any kind of confirmation on here. We were just playing the extension away from that previous resistance right here at 40.50. And unfortunately, it did not want to come back down there. It kind of kept going. We had those new parameters set, right? We have our max loss set. We're not going to let these new highs fake us out. And as long as it wants to not consolidate for a long period of time, we're okay adding to it. And once it came up here, it retested this high here at 43.43. It actually went through by a penny, got rejected. We felt very comfortable adding in twice here, especially because it looks like a descending triangle as well after that. So a rejection into a descending triangle was pretty much, I'm not going to say guaranteed, but you see it often where you're going to get a nice little pullback. Our average was sitting at 42.23, or I think it might have been 27. I'd have to check. But yeah, I saw this right here, this previous support that was used at 41.90. So we tried to front run that. We put our order at 42.10, and we actually ended up getting filled at 42.15. I remember we were on the bid there at 42.10. We couldn't get filled, and 42.15 came down. It was a little spready, and so we ended up just taking it off there for a smaller win. Then while we were in that, we also got into cake, because that was obviously a longer trade. This one was pretty standard. Yesterday's high was being used as resistance here at that 22.80 area. Got the nice extension through up to 23.20. Felt the top here, hit it, pretty much top ticked it. What was the high here? 23.27. We got 23.23, so 4 cents off the top. This thing came down, gave us about 50% of the move back. Started to feel like it was going to base at the 23 level, and so we ended up taking it off, and that ended up being a nice little winner there on CAKE. And then that brought us over to AMD. AMD, this one was extended. Look at this thing. Tried to have a little bit of a reset here at the 58.60 area, and it just said, nope, we're going to keep going higher. And then finally, we really were waiting on this one because it was kind of grindy looking. We were letting it give us a confirmation that, hey, we're going to look to go down. And as you can see, it had one candle here, tried to go higher, and when it tried to fake that out and come back down into the range, that's when we got short. And it did give us a little bit of a pullback. We were looking for this thing to really give us a nice pullback, but it decided to use that EMA and bounced and decided to go higher. So we actually stopped out right before high of day, actually at high of day, because 60 was right there, and there was a huge wall at 60. I mean, a huge wall, and that thing started getting eaten out, and I decided to just jump out there. And so after it went high of day, we decided to let it run a little bit more, and again, we were just like, okay, this thing is extended. We saw all of this volume come in, and we said, okay, that could be a good sign for a reversal. And so we looked and kind of waited for it, basically felt the top with a little confirmation, and we hit it on the way down on this candle here. We weren't trying to hit the top, we were just trying to hit the confirmation to the downside, and we were only looking to scalp this right at the $60 area, just seeing if we could get a nice little scalp to basically get back what we lost over here. And sure enough, that's exactly what we did, and it ended up being the bottom. And as you can see, this thing went even higher and higher and higher, and this thing's kind of consolidating up in this area. So this thing is nice and strong today. Definitely not going to be messing with it now. It's obviously no longer in an intense move. And that was my trades. Ended up 4 for 5 today. Let me pull this over to show you where we ended up. We actually ended up red there, $4 on AMD. Like I said, nice little winner there on THC. CAKE was a nice one as well with just the single entry. And AUDC, we did fight that one a little bit, but we did end up coming out on top. So 42.55 is where we ended up, so not too bad, shooting for 50 a day. If AMD would have worked out a little bit better, we could have been there. So can't complain. Hope you guys enjoyed everything. These videos do take a little bit of work, I'm not going to lie, with all the call outs and stuff like that. So I'd appreciate it if you could hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those down below. Hopefully you found that gift card today. And if not, there's always next week. I'm always looking to see how much engagement I get from you guys in these videos. It kind of encourages me to do the gift cards, maybe even raise the price of the gift cards. So make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed so you can always be available to get that gift card. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.